Remember geometry class? Maybe it's a fond memory, maybe not. For many of us, it's where we first met Pythagoras. You know the theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's a simple equation, but it reveals a deep truth about the universe. It's the language the universe is written in. Pythagoras understood this. He lived over 2,500 years ago in ancient Greece. He was more than just a mathematician. He was a philosopher, a mystic, and a leader. He believed that numbers held the key to understanding the cosmos, and he shared this vision with his followers, the Pythagoreans. The Pythagorean Brotherhood was like a school, but cooler. They studied math, music, and philosophy. They believed in reincarnation and living a life of virtue. They were fascinated by the stars and the patterns they saw in the sky. They saw math everywhere, in the shape of a seashell, the sound of a lyre, and the movement of the planets. Join me as we journey back in time. We'll explore the life and legacy of Pythagoras, the man who taught us that numbers are more than just symbols on a page. They are the building blocks of reality itself. Pythagoras wasn't big on writing things down, so we don't know everything about him. But we do know he was born around 570 BC on the Greek island of Samos. Imagine a place of sun-drenched beaches, bustling markets, and whitewashed houses overlooking the Aegean Sea. Samos was a center of trade and learning. Pythagoras, a curious young man, soaked it all up. He traveled far and wide, seeking knowledge from the wise men of Egypt and Babylon. He learned about geometry, astronomy, and music. He explored different religions and philosophies. After years of wandering, Pythagoras settled in Croton, a Greek colony in what is now Italy. There he founded his famous school. It wasn't a school in the traditional sense. It was more like a brotherhood, a community of seekers devoted to understanding the universe and our place in it. Pythagoras was a charismatic teacher. He believed in the power of knowledge and the importance of living a virtuous life. His teachings attracted a devoted following. His students, the Pythagoreans, saw him as a prophet, a guide to a deeper understanding of reality. The Pythagorean Brotherhood was a unique group. Imagine a community where math, religion, and philosophy were all intertwined. That was the Pythagorean way. They believed that the universe was governed by mathematical principles. To understand these principles was to understand the divine. The Pythagoreans lived a strict lifestyle. They were vegetarians, believing in the sanctity of all life. They wore simple clothes and lived communally, sharing their possessions. They dedicated themselves to study, meditation, and the pursuit of knowledge. Their central belief was that numbers were the key to understanding everything. They saw numbers not just as abstract symbols, but as the fundamental building blocks of reality. Each number held a special significance. Even numbers were considered female, odd numbers male. The number 10 was sacred, representing the unity of the universe. This fascination with numbers led to groundbreaking discoveries in mathematics and music. They explored the relationship between numbers and geometric shapes. They discovered the mathematical ratios that govern musical harmony. Their work laid the foundation for Western science and philosophy. Imagine hearing the music of the cosmos. That's what Pythagoras claimed. He believed the planets and stars moved in perfect harmony, creating a celestial symphony. This idea, the harmony of the spheres, captured the Pythagorean belief in a beautiful, ordered universe. Pythagoras discovered the mathematical basis of musical harmony. Pleasing musical intervals could be expressed as simple ratios. This was revolutionary. Math was the language of beauty, harmony, and the cosmos. Today, music expresses emotions, creates order, and connects us to something larger. Section 5, the enduring power of A2 plus B, C2. Now let's talk about that famous theorem, you know it, A2 plus B2 equals C2. It's simple, elegant, and incredibly powerful. It describes a fundamental relationship between the sides of a right-angled triangle, but its significance goes far beyond that. The Pythagorean theorem is a cornerstone of geometry. It's used in countless applications, from surveying land to building bridges to designing computer graphics. It's a tool that allows us to understand and manipulate the world around us. But for Pythagoras, the theorem was more than just a practical tool. It was a symbol of the underlying order and harmony of the universe. It showed that even the most basic shapes were governed by mathematical laws. The theorem's influence is felt in art, architecture, and even philosophy. It's a reminder that behind the apparent chaos of the world, there lies an underlying structure, a mathematical framework that holds everything together. Pythagoras' theorem is a testament to the power of human reason. It shows that we can use our minds to unlock the secrets of the universe, and it continues to inspire mathematicians and scientists today. Section 6. Harmony in numbers, harmony in music. Pythagoras didn't just see numbers in triangles, he heard them in music too. He discovered that musical harmony is based on mathematical ratios. For example, pluck a string and you hear a note, divide the string in half and pluck it again. You'll hear the same note, just an octave higher. This is because the ratio of the string lengths is 2 to 1, a simple mathematical relationship. Pythagoras found that other pleasing musical intervals like the perfect fifth and the perfect fourth could also be expressed as simple ratios. This discovery was profound. It meant that music wasn't just about pleasing sounds, it was deeply connected to the mathematical fabric of the universe. This idea that music and math were two sides of the same coin had a huge impact on Western thought. It influenced philosophers like Plato, who believed that music could harmonize the soul. It inspired composers like Bach, who used mathematical principles in their music. And it's still with us today, in the way we use music to express emotions, find peace, and connect with something larger than ourselves. Pythagoras taught us that the universe speaks in the language of mathematics, and sometimes that language sounds a lot like music. Section 7. Secrets of the Pythagoreans. The Pythagoreans were kind of like the ancient world's secret society. They had their own rituals, symbols, and beliefs. They kept their teachings secret, sharing them only with initiated members. One of their most famous symbols was the pentagram, a five-pointed star formed by extending the sides of a pentagon. The Pythagoreans saw the pentagram as a symbol of perfection and the five elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. They also believed in reincarnation, the idea that the soul is reborn into a new body after death. They saw life as a journey of purification, where the soul strives to free itself from the cycle of birth and death. The Pythagoreans followed a strict moral code. They believed in honesty, justice, and loyalty. They valued friendship and community. They saw their pursuit of knowledge not just as an intellectual exercise, but as a spiritual practice, a way to live in harmony with the universe and with each other. Their secretive nature and unusual beliefs made them both admired and feared. They were seen as wise men and women who possessed secret knowledge. But they were also sometimes persecuted for their beliefs, which challenged the traditional views of their time. Myths and legends of the number guru. The Pythagoreans were so secretive it's hard to separate fact from fiction. Legends grew around Pythagoras, making him almost mythical. One story claims he had a golden thigh. Another says he could be in two places at once. Some believed he could talk to animals and control the weather. These stories show how highly people regarded Pythagoras. He was seen as a man who transcended ordinary human experience. Pythagoras in your pocket. You probably have Pythagoras with you right now. No, he's not hiding in your backpack. He's in your phone. The Pythagorean theorem is used in countless modern technologies. It's essential for GPS navigation, and in computer graphics for movies and games. Architects and engineers use it to design structures. Pythagoras' theorem, discovered over 2,000 years ago, still shapes our world. Section 10. The universe speaks in numbers. Pythagoras left a legacy that stretches across millennia. He was more than just a mathematician. He was a philosopher, a mystic, and a visionary. He saw the world through the lens of numbers, believing that they held the key to understanding the universe and our place in it. His teachings influenced generations of philosophers, mathematicians, and scientists. His theorem revolutionized geometry and continues to be a fundamental tool in countless fields. His ideas about the harmony of the spheres inspired composers and artists for centuries. Pythagoras taught us that the universe is not a random collection of objects, but a beautiful, ordered system governed by mathematical laws. He showed us that there is a deep connection between mathematics, music, and the cosmos itself. The next time you look at the night sky, listen to a piece of music, or even just marvel at the elegance of a simple equation, remember Pythagoras. His vision of a universe written in the language of numbers continues to inspire us to explore the mysteries of the cosmos and our place within it. As Pythagoras himself once said, "Number is the ruler of forms and ideas and the cause of gods and demons."